Good morning, children. We are going to start the sixth lesson of the non detailed textbook Vistas. And the name of the lesson is On the Face of It. And it is written by Susan Hill. This is a play. And this play is about the friendship between a young boy, Derry, and old man, Mr. Lamb. I am quite sure you will find this play quite interesting. There is a young boy who has a pessimistic outlook, and there is an old man who is very optimistic. And what happens in this play? The boy was very much pessimistic, transforms himself into very positive personality. And this change is brought about by this old man, Mr. Lamb. Now, why this boy is pessimistic? He has a facial scar and therefore is very much upset, and he feels that people don't want to associate with him. So, to hide from people, he gets into this old man's garden but gets afraid when he comes across him. Then Mr. Lamb puts him at ease. He comforts him and he advises him to accept life as it comes. And he tells him it's not the physical thing, but it's more of a mental thing. Cheerful and optimistic approach of life he teaches to you. He conveys Derry to live life to the fullest and avoid all the bitterness. Derry was moved by Mr. Lamb's attitude and his spirit. And then we see a great transformation in Derry. So let's go with the play On the Face of It. And remember, this is the only play in the Vistas, and therefore it is very important even from examination point of view. Introduction of the play. This play is about the friendship between an old man and a young boy. And who is this old man? Mr. Lamb. Young boy, Derry. Now, this young boy is a withdrawn and defiant. Both of them had some physical impairment. So, both of them are physically impaired. One has a scarred face, and another one is handicapped, is lame. But the outlook of each of them towards life in general and people in particular was very different. The old man had a positive outlook towards life, whereas this young boy with a scarred face had become withdrawn and pessimistic. Now, introduction of the writer Susan Hill. So, let us have a look at the brief biographical sketch of Susan Hill. Susan Hill was born on the coast of North Yorkshire, England, in the middle of World War II. She wrote her first novel, The Enclosure, before she graduated from King's College London. In 1975, she married Stanley Wells, a Shakespeare scholar, and they moved to Shakespeare's hometown of Stratford upon Avon. The two separated in the year 2013 when Hill began a relationship with the television producer and writer Barbara Mushie. Hill is best known for gothic ghost stories and crime novels, but she has also written plays, non-fiction, and children's stories. Her most popular works are The Woman in Black, The Mist in the Mirror, and I Am the King of the Castle. She has won numerous literary honors, including the Somerset Maugham Award, and in 2012, Hill was appointed by the Queen as Commander of the Order of the British Empire for services to literature. The title sounds quite strange on the face of it. So, on the face of it, what does it mean on the face of it? On the surface. So, at periphery level, on the surface, on the face of it. When you look at it from the face, how it appears, both Mr. Lamb and Derry are similar as both have a handicap. So, both are handicapped, physically impaired. So, both are similar. But are they similar in nature? But there are differences in their outlook on life. One is very much pessimistic, and whereas another person is very optimistic. Mr. Lamb is positive about everything and remains happy all the time. He likes people, he lives a full life and does not think handicaps are obstacles. So he wants to live the life to the fullest extent. Whereas Derry, this child, wants to hide himself from everyone. But Derry is bitter. He's hurt at people's comments. He hates the world and isolates himself. Let's see the justification of title. So this title, how you can justify it. Sometimes very important question appears on the justification of title. Because it sounds very simple title on the face of it. Quite strange too. On the face of it is an informal expression used to say that what may seem good, but this opinion may change when you know more about it. What may appear good, but this opinion changes. This definition of the expression should leave us in no doubt about the appropriateness of the title. So this title is a very apt and how it is appropriate. Mr. Lamb is called lamely lamb, and mothers were afraid of sending the children because of his thin leg. Derry has a burnt face, scarred face, and everyone pities him, sympathizes with him. Only a mother could love such a face, and that is what Derry feels. Both Mr. Lamb and Derry have been facing hatred and alienation. Mr. Lamb takes comments lightly. He doesn't bother about the comments. But Derry does not have the attitude like Mr. Lamb. He is hurt by the comments of others, whereas Lamb doesn't care for the comments of others. The attitude of the people needs to be changed. On the face of it, both suffer from disability, but their attitudes are totally different. And therefore, this title is justified. There are two major characters in this play. One is Dale, who is a young boy, and there is an elderly person, Mr. Lamb. Both have totally different kind of attitude towards life. Dale is withdrawn. He wants to keep himself isolated from all others and very defiant, very adamant, bitter towards the world, lonely and pessimistic. So his attitude is very pessimistic. He wants to keep himself aloof from all others. He cares too much about his disability. He always wants to talk about his disability. He has a scarred face. And he hates when people stare at him or when people sympathize with him or feel pity on him because of his scarred face. And we see a total contrast in the personality of Mr. Lamb. Mr. Lamb is an old man. He's very optimistic. He's all alone, but he's quite happy. He always wants the children to come to his garden and play there. He doesn't care too much about his disability, and he has learned to accept whatever the disability he has got. So let's see a little bit detail about the character of Derry. Derry is a 14-year-old boy who is disfigured and ugly. So his face is scarred because half of his face was burnt due to spilling of acid on one side of his face. He's conscious of the fact that his ugliness is revolting to others. And so everybody wants to ignore him or pity him. He suffers from inferiority complex. He becomes too arrogant and usually avoids any social interaction. He heard people using nasty comments about him, so bears a grudge towards the entire society. He suspects everyone and lacks trust. There he started listening to Mr. Lamb because Mr. Lamb was also handicapped. It is only when Mr. Lamb bestowed on his love, trust, and generosity that his mindset started changing. Due to the wise words of Mr. Lamb, there he transformed completely. And at the end, he has become very optimistic. So there's a great transformation at the end. Mr. Lamb, an elderly person, very optimistic. He's an old man who lives alone in a big house with a big lawn. He's handicapped, having lost his leg in a bomb explosion during the war. He's very optimistic. His openness is reflected through the open doors and windows of his house. He says, everybody is welcome in my house. My doors are always open. He makes toffee, jam, and jelly to attract people. He wants to talk to people. He's all alone. He grows crab apples. He's never perturbed at being called Lammy Lamb. Children like to call him Lammy Lamb. He's never disturbed when they call him Lammy Lamb. He enjoys. Mr. Lamb accepted his handicap in a very mature manner. He's a great motivator and encourages Derry to look at everything in a positive way. He's a patient listener and holds a positive attitude towards life. He fills Derry with confidence. He has a great love for life and believes that we should not fit away our lives aimlessly. So he likes to live the life to the fullest extent. Mr. Lamb is instrumental in changing the attitude of Derry towards his handicap and finally accepting it as part of life. Now we are going to see the gist of this story. It's going to be a very, very short summary. So what is it? It's a play. And this play is about the friendship between a young boy Derry and old man Mr. Lamb. Now because of his facial scar, he is very upset. Who is very upset? Derry is very upset. And feels that people do not want to associate with him. Now this is the impression of whom? It's a Derry. Derry feels like this. So to hide from people, he gets into the old man's garden. But he's afraid when he meets him. When he comes across, then he is very much scared. Mr. Lamb makes him to be at ease and advises him to accept life as it comes. Further, he is a very cheerful and he has optimistic approach to life. He conveys Derry to live life to the fullest and avoid all the bitterness. He further advises him to accept life as it comes. However, Derry was moved by Mr. Lamb's attitude and spirit. Besides, when Derry tries to come out of his shell, he made a great loss of the only person who had made friendship with him. Now let us look at the theme or the central idea with what it deals with. The progression of the plot. Let's go to the theme of the play. The play deals with the sense of loss, a sense of isolation, and how to overcome it. And who has a sense of loss? It's a Derry. He feels at loss. And he tries to isolate himself from all others. How can one overcome that? The actual pain caused by physical impairment is often much less than the sense of alienation felt by the person. The title on the face of it is used to mean that something seems to be good, true, etc. But that needs to be changed when you know more about it. Appearances are deceptive, and most often we go on dealing with impressions and prejudices about others without bothering to know them. People know Mr. Lamb as a lonely, eccentric, lame old man, but in reality, is a very kind and generous man who longs for company and he loves his fellow human beings along with all the other creations of God. Similarly, Derek appears to be an abominable, ugly boy with a huge scar on his face whom no one loves or likes or befriends. He is the object of other people's hateful stares. So people keep on staring. People keep on ridiculing and neglect. Even his mother does not dare to kiss him on the cheek with the scar. Yet this boy, who is suffering from an acute inferiority complex, has a tender and sensitive heart. He wants to love and be loved. Fortunately, he meets Mr. Lamb, who transforms him with his healing touch. What is the message? Or what is the moral of this play? What does it teach us? The message woven into the plot of the play is that scars do not change a person, and handicaps must be accepted by individuals and society. We find meaning with some other handicaps, but what matters is their attitude. With a burned face, Davy had to face discrimination, because of which he had turned pessimistic. He had started hating being around people and had concluded that everyone hated him too because of his face. He started keeping himself aloof from all others. He always wanted to be isolated from all others. And he felt that it was only mother who kissed him and no one else liked him. Then Derry meets Mr. Lamb, a person who looks at things with a half full perspective. So his way of looking at the things are totally different. He doesn't bother what the society comments. He points out that how one green plant is considered desirable and how the other weed is undesirable and how the sound made by the bees may be noise to some and music to others. So beautifully he explains to him. And he gives, symbolically the examples of green plant and the wheat. Both have life and both lead the life. Similar way, the weed has got its existence, the green plant has existence. Similar way, the handicapped or the person who is normal have similar kind of existence. He teaches Derry not to look at his burnt face as a disability and try to overcome it, just as Mr. Lamb had dealt with his thin leg. The moral is very loud and clear that people who are physically disabled should not be isolated. We should help them expand their social interactions and help them fight loneliness, depression, and disappointment. Mr. Lamb tells Derry that it all depends upon people's individual perception. So it all depends upon one's perspective, one's perception, how one looks at the things. A thing is a beauty for one, while that beauty may be a beast for others. So for some, it may be a beautiful thing, but what may appear to be beautiful for some, it may appear to be ugly for all others. So therefore, he tries to bring about a great transformation in Delhi. And at the end, we see that there's a great transformation in Delhi. So this play has a very strong message to give to society. Thank you. Goodbye.